Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. You're watching Nub's Collection, a YouTube series dedicated to the cataloging and review of every game in my physical media collection. As always, I am your host, Victor Nub, and today we are looking at ActRaiser 2, also known in Japan as ActRaiser 2 Crusade to Silence. They really should have kept that name. I really like that longer subtitle. I think it really makes it sound badass. Developed by Quintet and Ancient, which I'll have a fun fact about in just a second here. Published by Enix, of Square Enix fame, obviously. And released in the United States in November of 1993. So, Ancient is a development company that was founded in 1990 by Yuzo Koshiro, as well as his mother and sister. Yuzo Koshiro, as some of you are likely aware, was the composer for the soundtrack of the first ActRaiser game, and is one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time. I love it. I love that first game soundtrack. It's just chef's kiss. Ancient has worked on a handful of other familiar games since its inception, including the Game Gear and Sega Master System versions of Sonic the Hedgehog, Streets of Rage 2 and 3, Robotrek, Beyond Oasis, Fusion Frenzy 2, and is currently developing a game called Eartheon for, brace yourselves, the Sega Genesis. And it's due out in 2024. They're making a game for a system that has been defunct for 24 years. Go figure. The plot, characters, and environment of ActRaiser 2 draw significant influence from two epic poems. The first is Paradise Lost by John Milton, or Milton, and The Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri, or just Dante. Paradise Lost covers two major narrative arcs. The first is Lucifer's failed rebellion against heaven and against heaven. Let's just start that over. Sorry, I'm reading some notes here to get everything set up today. Paradise Lost covers two major narrative arcs. The first is Lucifer's failed rebellion against heaven and his, as well as his fellow rebelling angels' exile to Tartarus, or hell as we know it. The second part of the story details Adam and Eve's exile from Eden via the plot of Lucifer, now known as Satan, who wishes to corrupt God's newest creations, Earth and humanity. The Divine Comedy, on the other hand, is a three-part narrative poem that is essentially a first-person description of Dante's tour of heaven, purgatory, and hell. In reverse order, they actually do hell first. The most famous of the three, Inferno, details the structure of hell into a series of descending concentric circles where sinners are punished in a manner befitting their primary sin. While the story of Inferno helped popularize many of the concepts that people have of the design and appearance of hell, it is important to note that Dante was very likely a particularly petty individual, as he was embroiled in a war between the Pope and the Holy Roman Emperor a few years before writing the Divine Comedy. As such, he designed hell with fraud and treachery as the lowest of the circles, and placed many of the men on the opposite side of the war that he was involved in those circles. So, yeah, he was very petty. Anyway, what does anything that we just talked about have to do with the game today? Not much. They use it as a very loose basis for the storyline. The final state of Tanzra, who is basically Satan, and the thematic elements of each area and their bosses is drawn from both poems, but it's not a word-for-word retelling of either one. So take their connection to this story with a grain of salt. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the story setup today. The story section is pretty short, and it's simply titled Prologue.
Defeated, Tanzra lies upon the ground in front of you. As he tries to breathe, the air seems to escape his body in shallow, short gasps. His demons, themselves defeated, can only watch as their fallen lord struggles for life. Finally, the chest of their leader rises no more. From underneath the mist rise large, dark, hooded figures. These are the demons which even you have only heard about. The Chosen 13, Tanzra's mightiest demons. With great care, these demons transport the king back to the underworld from which they came. Because of your victory in this great battle, people have been able to live in peace for several thousand years. Now something has happened. Through their combined power, the Chosen 13 have raised the evil lord. Tanzra, now alive, has vowed revenge on you and your people. He has sent forth his Chosen to destroy everything.
And that's it. That's the whole story. Pretty short compared to the first game, and I recall the first game having like 7 pages of story setup. It was insane. They went way overboard. It seemed like they were just repeating certain elements over and over when they set up the story for the first game. All you need to know is Satan, or Tanzra, Quotey Fingers, is basically beaten, goes back to hell, and a bunch of demons that revived him get sent back up to Earth to go destroy all the cities that had been created. Now, you will notice as the game is showing all the cities that exist in the game map that they don't have the same names or layout of the original game map. Why did they change it? I don't know. It just seems like they wanted to make a new map and show off all the technological advances that have occurred since the creation of the first game. Although I don't know if this one looks dramatically better than the first game. I guess it's up to individual interpretation. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. You will note that if you're hearing the soundtrack and thinking, boy, this kind of sounds the same, but maybe not quite identical, they did use the theme song from their first game, but changed it just a tiny bit. I don't think it's quite as dynamic as the first game. And in fact, I don't know if I enjoyed the music from this one at all compared to the first game. I think it's maybe a little less dynamic and orchestral, but we'll get a taste of it as we start playing here. Ripped and torn, the slain body of Tanzra was returned to the underworld. Feeding on the intense hatred each held for the master, 13 of Tanzra's most feared and powerful demons joined together. With their combined power, they raised the spirit of their mighty leader. Tanzra, vowing revenge, unleashed these demons upon the land below. Move the Sky Palace until a land name appears and press A button. I will give you a brief explanation of the land you have selected. Together we must combine our power and rid this land of Tanzra forever. All right. So there might be a tiny bit of a visual similarity in some of the areas that you can see, but it's not identical. They don't have a save system in this game. They only have a password system, so they give you a password whenever you just click on a random spot on the map. I think the reason for that is the amount of data that you actually have to save between each area is dramatically less than the first game, for one very important reason. They took away all the sim elements of the first game. You just do the action segments. And I think that was the primary failing of this game, is the fact that they decided, well, people really liked getting into the body of that warrior guy and fighting enemies. They didn't like the sim elements, which I'm going to call bullshit on. I loved the sim elements of that first game, and I really did not like that they took them away. The people here used to work very hard at keeping this land healthy. It was once famous for its beautiful forests and rivers. One day, these people lost their desire not only to work, but also to live. You may find answers to what has happened by exploring the town of Industin. Now, a little bit like that first game, you can actually go to any area on the map, and I think there's a pivot out. There it is. You can choose any area you want to go to. I don't know if they're balanced in a way that makes one area more easy than another. I'll simply say that They kind of give you in the instruction manual a layout of the ones that they want you to go to first, and this would be the first one. I mean, you basically start the game over top of it. Master, a strange cloud seems to appear, followed by rainfall, then disappear. Please try to locate the reason for this. Master, please prepare yourself for battle. Why am I going into battle? Dude, you there. Big, brawny angel guy with a sword. You get your ass down there and fight. May luck be with you. Everyone remembers this part of the first ActRaiser? And yet somehow they botched it. The best part of that was the fact that it sped up as you were approaching the ground and it kept its speed. And here they decided to try to change things up and make it go way faster and the spin as you get close to the ground. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So one of the big changes to this game over the first is the fact that you actually have wings and they serve a function. You can actually double jump in this game and you use them to do glides. You can either just slow your descent by holding up on the D-pad, you can let it lunge you forward in a kind of a coasting glide, or you can hold down to plunge faster and you can actually do sword attacks while you're doing this. Another thing that they changed in this game is the fact that there are magics that you can get as you play through. I guess you earn them while you're playing through the original game, but they're not quite as good. I thought the magic spells you got in the first game were amazing, and this one were just kind of meh. Another big change is the fact that there is no leveling system in this game. In fact, the only health you get is the same health bar that you have at the very first area as well as the last area. I mean, you do get some health back as you finish areas, but they don't give you experience. All the kills that we're getting here and the points that are popping up are health, or not health, but they're points. That's all they're good for. All right, so I got some health back. I think enemies can drop health as well. It's been a while, I don't remember. Get him, get him, get him. All right, he hit hard, but I did beat him. Hopefully my health comes back. My health didn't come back. Oh. I may have played that a little risky. They did intend for you to use the gliding attack to do a lot of work in this game, so you're kind of expected when you're fighting enemies to do lunging attacks. Oh, I don't want to die. Thankfully, the glide, when you're just doing the lighter, kind of like slowly dropping, is controllable. Ah, come on, stop it. Get away from me. Oh! I died in the quicksand. That's stupid. I have to restart the whole area. If I seem a little bit mystified about what's happening, it's because I disliked this game so much when I got it that I was like, I don't want to play this anymore, and I don't think I ever picked it back up after the initial couple of tries to figure out what I was doing. It's a difficult game. Gotcha. Now, interesting detail that probably doesn't serve as much of a purpose as they thought it would. You can see enemy health on the right side of the screen. However, most of the time the action's in the dead center, so you're not going to see what's at the very top, health bar-wise. They probably shouldn't have bothered. Alright, so I think you charge up to do... There we go. Burn his ass. No! Don't let him hit. Out. Get. Bad plant. Actually, now that I think about it, it might be situational what magic you use based on your position. So, like, if you charge up, and the way that it works is you have to hold... Tell me I didn't just die. Alright. You hold the attack button to charge up a magic attack. And as I recall... God, this stupid frog! Stop it! You dick! Piss off! I'm gonna die. I knew it! The part that really sucks is I don't think you can leave the levels. See if there is a way to leave. Nope. Select button. Right and left buttons, nothing. They gave you a shield, and I think it can stop projectiles, but we got hit by one a couple minutes ago by that big plant monster, and it didn't do a damn thing, so I'm not sure if it works or not. Ooh, 3. Now, if you weren't paying attention at the very beginning of the episode, yeah, I put the difficulty on easy, and I'm still getting trucked. That's how hard this game is. Charge up. And, of course, it misses. Screw you, game. Hit him. Hit with the sword. Thank you. God, the game's only been going 16 minutes, and I'm already annoyed. Nope. Damn it! F you, frog! Go away! Why are they so hard? I think I'm doing this to myself, the falling in the quicksand. I'm gonna fall again. Get up, dummy. I don't want to get hit here, because... Nope, no! Unbelievable. And now you know why I only ever played this game a handful of times. Hey, we actually got some health back from a standard enemy. Starting to get reckless because I'm starting to get annoyed. Also, I hate to say it, but they gave you a dive move in this game, and it doesn't seem like it actually does anything of use for you. See, look at this. What are you doing for me? You're doing nothing. Kill him. Die. What's the point of your goddamn shield if it doesn't actually block? Thank you for the help. No! Ah! Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that, but it worked, I guess. I'm gonna take damage, because quicksand apparently kills you. That doesn't make sense. Why didn't that dodge? Thank you. Nope. Stand on the ledge with 1 foot. He's got incredible legs. This guy doesn't skip leg day. Nope. Get him. Get him. I don't like that they took away the armor, or at least the tunic, that the original guy in ActRaiser was wearing. It looked cool. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, boss fight. See if we can do this safely. I'm doing it right. Which means I'm about to botch! Screw you, game. Alright, what can I do? Let's do this. We're gonna jump, jump! Ow! Take 2. Gotcha. That did not merit the attack that I got. How the hell do you dodge this? I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that. They don't give you enough time. Oh, f*** you, game. God damn it. All right, moving on to the next area. Boy, am I already getting annoyed. They give you an area you can't even go to. And a big turtle. All right, well, let's go to stage 2 and see if I have any better luck. Probably not. Justania is famous for its army. The king, having been invaded by a demon, forced his army to attack Favorian. Day by day, the number of victims increased. Master, let us go to the death field and stop this war. I don't think I went to the right area. I think I went to the third one. I also think it doesn't matter because I'm not going to beat it. Death field? Is this the other city? It sure is. Let's read about the other city. Let me cool down before I get angry again. This is the kingdom of Favorian. They are at war with Justania to the east. Justania is located northeast of here, over the mountains in the desert. Master, let us go there. No, I already did that. I'm not going to keep going in circles. This is Deathfield, no space. Justania and Favorian are at war. The king of Justania built a fort in the field from where he attacked Favorian. The king is being controlled by a demon. He has no heart. We should place him in a deep sleep before he causes any more damage. Master, please prepare yourself for battle. I can speak. May luck be with you. Ah, man. I thought I was salty when I did the episode for Double Dragon 3. Apparently, I have not reached the height of salt. I can't knock the design in this game. They have some very cool level designs, but man, why is the game so hard? I'm playing on the easiest difficulty, and I'm still having the worst time trying to beat anything. Die! I'm not going to make it out for the first 15 feet of this area. I'm just going to start dodging enemies. It's almost not worth fighting them. Well, apparently I can't just dodge this. I have to fight him. No, go away. I got hit by something I couldn't even f***ing see. Can I land on this, or are you gonna kill me there too? Thank you. What the f***, man? I jumped it! Oh my god, I'm gonna be broken before I get to another area. Just hit him! Stay. I have no idea how to get over this. Probably can't. They'll just make me take a hit. I see health, and I think there is 0% chance I'm going to make it. Alright, let's do this, and I'm dead. You know, the worst part about this is they give you 5 lives, so you have to suffer through it an extra 2. I'm just skipping enemies now. I'm done. I'm done. Piss off. I'm not fighting you. I just want to leave this area. Let's go to one I can actually make some progress in. Kill me, please. Imagine being a kid and getting this game. And getting trucked so hard in the first 5 feet of an area. I don't think you would even have a chance to take the game back to the store and complain that it was too hard and you want your money back. I think you would actually break the cartridge. You'd take a hammer out and smash it to pieces. I don't hate games for being difficult. I hate games for being way, way, way too difficult, and this game qualifies for that in spades. Too hard! I'm playing it on the easiest difficulty, and I can't get out of the first screen! Oh my god. Alright. Calm. Center. I can do this. Timponia used to be known for its great abundance of food. The demon Gluttony entered the city and devoured everything. Soon, people began to starve and fight with one another. Ghouls began attacking travelers in Madero, the nearby desert. Master, would you like to visit Madero? We may find some answers there. I guess if there's one positive, and boy, there are not going to be many, it's that they're not giving me continues and then saying, well, it's over, sorry. The desert has become horrible. People who have passed away due to starvation have been turned into ghouls by the demon. And ghouls? Whatever. The giant mouths toward the sky are part of the demon. There are many cliffs here, and we are unsure of what is beneath. Please be careful when jumping off them. Because the most fun idea you can come up with in a video game is invisible cliffs that you can't see until it's too late to change your path. Oh boy, I'm gonna get annoyed at this one, I know it. Master, please whatever, just do it. F*** off. Add this to Ninja Gaiden 2 and what other game? There's other games that just draw out the anger in me in a way that none others can. And this is definitely on that list. Of course you are still alive. That shouldn't surprise. Ah, Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to make it to the first boss. They're just going to kill me. I don't know what else I could have done there. They didn't even make the jump long enough. You know what? I'm just going to avoid enemies. Not worth the effort. I can't even do that here, because if I don't fight them... Yeah. How? How do you do it? Game, what am I doing wrong? There's only one way to double jump, and I did it. Nope. Get away. Get away. I need to get health badly. Thank you. Unbelievable. It's not even... It's an extra... It's an extra chance to die. Oh, thanks, game. Awesome. No, I'm not fighting you. I don't want to fight you. He dive bombed me. Oh, I'm dead. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever, it got me there. And I'm gonna die. Health, 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 health. No, I don't want magic. And I just ran it. That's all I got. That's all I have to say. Just, leave me alone. I don't want to fight you anymore. Can I glide over? No, of course not. Why would I think that's the way to do it? Leave me alone. I don't want you. And it's magic because the game doesn't want me to succeed. I suppose I could actually be using my stuff more. Not that it's gonna make any damn difference. Kill him. And it didn't give me the health the first one did. Come on. No. I want this. Give me health. Thank you. Oh my god, I might make it to the boss. I made it to the boss. And I died immediately. Stay away. Leave me alone. I don't know what you do to avoid a hit there. I just don't know. There is no way to avoid it. You just have to take the hit. I want the health that's here. I don't know how I avoided that. So what, right here? Or was that magic? That's magic. I thought there was health here somewhere. Truth of the matter is, I think they wanted you to do dive attacks the majority of the time you're playing the game, but they're so unreliable in killing. So why would you do that? You're risking a hit every time you do it. See, I did the dive attack there, and it killed the enemy in one hit, but guess what? There was another guy right behind him. Maybe here. No, of course, I stepped right into the goddamn mouths. We've gone from anger to now I'm just laughing at how goddamn awful this is. All right, we're going to try one more area, and then I think I've reached the absolute limit of what I'm willing to put up with. I thought I saw something here. Humbleton. I have a feeling they're not humble anymore. I'm not going to do the voice. Screw it. This is Humbleton. Humbleton is a civilized country with many factories. It seems the people of this land had some type of secret. Due to their lack of faith in us, we can't read their minds. It's a shame. What now? We must wait for the right time. And I don't even have a thing to attack? I think it's because they set up the game to have different tiers of enemy or encounters. You had to finish a certain level of them before you get to the next level. It doesn't matter. I haven't beaten any of them. I've beaten 0 bosses in this game. That's how hard it is. This was not a rich country. The people were honest, full of gratitude. Newly appointed king raised taxes in Leon and forced people to pay. If they refused, they were sent to an underground prison in Gratis. Blah, 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 whatever. Just get to the area so I can lose. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Just do it. I swear my Super Nintendo lineup of games did not have exclusively games that pissed me off. I think I beat the majority of them at some point. Welcome, Master, to your doom. Oh, thanks, guys. They're welcoming me in to where I'm probably going to get beaten and throw the controller in a fit of rage again. Watch, this will be the one area I beat today. I can figure out what I'm supposed to do. All right, let's go down. I'm gonna fall into a spike pit, watch. How was that fair? I had no time to react. What the f***, man? He was like a foot away from me. Alright, can't go any higher there. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Just die, dude. What's down here? Sloth monster and another death. Oh, for f***'s sake, dude. Just leave me alone. I don't know why I even bother fighting this guy. There's nothing back here. They put an enemy in a dead end just for reasons. At least that one I killed before he takes a free shot at me. Hooray, dead end. 2 hit points. No, magic, which I can't use for any goddamn good result. Well, that was absolutely useless. I finally hit one of those goddamn things before they fired a shot at me. I feel like I have to just take a step swing, or else I'm gonna get hit in the face. Of course. Why did I even think that was gonna be a good idea? Get out of the pit, you dickhead. Why does the glide not work if you fucking change direction? Now that works now. Of course. Any more gonna hit me right here? Right here. Come on. There's a 0% chance I make this jump. Holy shit, I made this jump. And it's a dead end. Which means I'm gonna die on the other side. I've already killed you. Why are you back? Whatever, just don't die here. All right, we're done. We're f***ing done. Unbelievable. Well, I don't think the review phase is going to be terribly kind to this game. Jesus Christ, man. All right, let's do the review phase. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is, graphically, it's okay. I mean, it's better than the first game, I guess, technically. The colors are a tiny bit richer. There's a little more detail in the backgrounds. That's it. It's better looking, I guess. The bad, and oh my god, there's so much bad! The music is inferior to the first game. It just is. They tried to go for a symphonic feel for the first game's music, and in this one, it's clear they just decided to go in a different direction. They didn't use the same kind of instrumentation that they did in the first game that actually sounded like harps and horns and string sections and actual tympanum and all that kind of shit. They didn't put any of that in this game. They just went with a completely different direction for the sound, the songs and the sound for this game, and it's worse. It's just worse, which is sad because I think Yuzo Koshiro did this one as well, and it's clear this is an inferior effort to that first game. The difficulty. Why'd they bother putting a difficulty setting? All of them apparently are hard. This game is too hard. It's clear that they wanted you to use your diving attack for the majority of what you do in this game. Except as soon as you do it and land, if there's an enemy anywhere near the attack, the hitbox apparently is just the tip of your sword and that's it. So anyone touches you, you're going to take damage. That's f***ing stupid. Why would you bother making a dive attack where if you don't touch enemies with just a tiny little tip of your sword, they're not going to get hit and you are? That's an awful, dumbass design. The magic doesn't do enough damage to justify using it with the frequency that they give it to you. Because you never know when you're going to need it and not have it. There's no leveling system. They took out all the sim elements of this game. The sim elements made ActRaiser what it was, not the action. The action, if I'm being honest, was the inferior element of the first ActRaiser game. The sim elements are what made it fun. Because you went around, heard the various qualms and quandaries of the people and tried to resolve them in your unique way by, you know, granting miracles or boons or giving them items or offerings, whatever, to help them grow and thrive as a civilization and learn about the follies of man and helping them guide them on their path, but not, you know, directly. It's all supposed to be indirect. None of that's here. No, you're just fighting a fucking group of demons that, you know, are supposed to be thematically tied to the 7 deadly sins, but I don't know if I could have told you any of those areas, except maybe the last one, I guess, or in this, the one right before it, were greed and gluttony. But the sim part of ActRaiser was the fun part. This sucks. It's just action, and it's not good action. The ugly, just hitboxes, and I don't know, just everything. Everything about this game is ugly. This is a terrible game. They killed the series with this game. They actually thought about making a third game after this one, and they didn't do it. Probably because they realized after the direction they tried to go in with this one, and making it way over the top hard, that they couldn't course correct anymore. That the part that was actually good, they threw away, and they couldn't recover the series after that. This is a terrible game. let's go ahead and give it a score. We do our score of Randar's 1 to 10. This is getting a 1 because the buttons kind of do what they're supposed to. But sometimes it seems like even the controls don't do what they're supposed to. Gliding kept failing on me. I would do a glide and then the game would decide, all right, we're just going to stop you gliding here. Arbitrarily. No explanation for why it happened. It just did. This is a f***ing awful game. Terrible game. This is one of those ones, along with Double Dragon 3, that I probably should have taken back immediately. Now, in the case of Double Dragon 3, it was a rental, so I could have just taken it back to the store and, I lost my $5 or whatever. This, I can't remember if I asked for it for my birthday or Christmas or if I spent my own money to get it, but it is a bad, bad game. This ruined ActRaiser as a series. The first game is still very much enjoyable, and that's why we ended up doing a drinking game for that one, because I had so much fun with it in the past, and I said, I'm good enough at this game I could beat it hammered, and I did. This game, I'm fully sober, and I couldn't beat one area. Way too hard of a game. And then they make you suffer through each level 5 times before you can go to the next one. Jesus Christ. No, don't do that. That's like the exact opposite of what you should have done in Double Dragon, where there were no lives. They gave you way too many here. And I don't know if I ever hit a single checkpoint. I had to repeat everything I was doing. I take it back. In the first area, when I got to whatever that boss was, if it was the final area boss or whatever, you got a checkpoint there. But then he had that sucking move where he drew you into a briar patch that you couldn't get out of. Who thought that was a good idea? Oh, god damn it. This game f***ing sucks. F*** you. I hate this game. I legitimately hate it. I'm glad we're done with this one. I never want to play it again. It's putting me in a bad mood. All right, I swear we're going to have episodes where I'm in a better mood than this one and last week's episode have put me in. But I couldn't help it. The release order is what it was, and unfortunately games like this, they're just always going to annoy me. And I don't like bringing that kind of energy into these recordings because I love video games, and I like video games so much I made a YouTube channel about it. But unfortunately, experiences like this just taint the entire entertainment medium of video games. I have a hard time believing anyone ever enjoyed this game. It's too difficult. They should have brought the damage levels down, way down from where they are, and slowed the enemies down maybe 20%. And in that last dungeon, those little ghost creatures would pop up maybe 2 feet away from my character and immediately hit my ass. Who thought that was good balance? I didn't have enough time to do anything except just take a hit. Stupid design. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, we're going to finish up. I swear the next episode of whatever we're doing, Rental Regrets, is going to be a different experience. And now I'm remembering what we're doing next week. Oh, Jesus, why did I do this? Okay, I take it back. Next week might also be a frustrating experience, but I'm going to try to have some fun with that one. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Nubs Collection. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, no matter how bad a mood I'm in after a game play, and I'll see you next time.